speaking of them, let's talk about Ciara. So going over to that to going over to this. The ladies is coming out strong. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Beyonce just dropped single. Cardi just dropped a single that's old, and Ciara just dropped one called "Jumping," which which Bebo P said that's his favorite song right now this whole year.
It probably is. Probably is.
Stop the cap.
So, but my thing is like this. Who do y'all think? This thing, first of all, people always ask us why we talk about like female stuff on a hip hop show. We got wives and girlfriends, so we gotta listen to this stuff anyway. And then also, this is music industry stuff. So the question I got
for y'all, it's hip hop though. It's hip hop.
Yeah, it's got a little hip. I mean, come on, man. You know who's writing this stuff. Let's be clear.
Oh, you're so dumb.
Who
really
has the
dumb.
best single out of these? Then also, how do y'all like to look at these joints, man? You know what I'm saying? With Ciara's jump joint, she's got the booty meat going. Cardi B's got the. She kind of took a swag from that Triumph video on that hot.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
She took a lot of swag from that Triumph.
From that Inspector Deck.
Part. Come on, let's be clear. And then Beyonce looking extra Duncan Hines on the horse with the sample joint for the house joint. So
it's been throwing me off.
The ladies right now.
I can't concentrate because I keep looking at that Beyonce on that horse. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Right now.
She got the Amazon Prime Day.
Trying to figure out what's going down.
Shout out to Power 500 too, man.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I wasn't like I would say out of all of those, I definitely wasn't feeling Cardi's joint. I mean, it didn't do it. It didn't do it for me at all. It's just I tried. I couldn't. I couldn't get it.
I think it was an old record, man, on the low.
Okay.
And it didn't even sound like Yeezy was trying on there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he just did it just.
And this thing, why they put a fake Yeezy in the video too? They put like some light skinned cat with a hood on. It was like, come on, man, stop the cat, man.
I mean, I know you was talking about Iceberg about the whole rainbow swag. You know what I'm saying? Making its way into music off the Drake album, and then they dropping the same thing. I mean, it's got the little Crystal Waters vibe to it. And that la-dee-dee-da, how about you? I mean, that's that's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like the Living Color, the Living Color joint. I mean.
Yeah, it was a Kanye stunt double power. Right. All day.
Right. It sure was.
I wasn't feeling Ye at all. I mean, at least Ciara still has the Janet Jackson dance swag going on. I mean, that's about the only positive that I can kind of give out of these three songs is the dancing from Ciara. She takes that personal. I at least tip my cap to that. You know what I'm saying?
It had a Michael Jackson little vibe to it. You know, they spent some money on that video. Let's be clear.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's the best dancer, at least female dancer, since like the Aaliyahs and the TLCs was going real hard at it. And Janet, I mean, she's doing it, man. Like I can't. I don't mind seeing her twerk, bro. I'd be always real. She's the best twerker that I've seen. Her twerk game is phenomenal. I mean, I don't care what nobody says. If you don't respect Ciara's ability to twerk,
and let's be clear, Ciara's 36, dog, and had at least she had 3 kids or some bull, right?
Yeah, she makes an art out of it.
Iceberg, whose favorite did you say this was again? Iceberg?
Oh, it's Bebo's favorite. Man. It's bedroom bully type.
Bedroom bully.
I think you need to go. You need to go down one.
No,
you need to go down one.
All I said is
go down one here.
I respect the dance ability. You didn't hear me say nothing about the song being dope. I said it's close to Janet as far as performance.
I feel you.
Sonically, give it a fart sound.
Dang.
That's what it is sonically. But performance-wise, she killed.
So the best of these three is the Beyonce joint then? Is that what you're telling us? Of the 3 songs?
That's what it sounds like. He's
if
telling us.
if I had to choose one to jam, I would probably jam the Beyonce one, just because
Beyonce, like, that's a Miami, like, you know, South Beach situation.
Yeah,
Coconut,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
if I
had on like the Ice Cream Man white, the Master P white,
yeah,
you know what I'm
with the
saying?
Jesus sandals, you know,
and I'm at the beach. This came on. I might, you know, la dee dee, la dee. I might do that. But that's where I'm at, though. Go ahead.
But what's the bedroom game? You know, with the ladies talking about, you know, you get the pillow talk with, you know, being a single man. What you thinking? Man?
I mean, Cardi B gets it for him then.
Yeah.
Cheat? Yeah, come on, man. Bebo cheat.
I'm gonna go ahead and say oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and say it for L's. Since L's over here refusing on some snooty gas tax
like some Avengers type joint. Little picture like some Avengers type joint.
It do though.
And no disrespect for making Beyonce real small. I was just trying to fit her underneath the logo.
Oh,
okay.
No disrespect.
Wow. Look, I don't know what the streets is talking about. I'll leave that to those who engage in it. I'll leave that to the streets, right? Look, I don't know who the heckler is, but hey, I don't have a opinion as far as like maybe what song is better, because you know none of this music is my cup of tea.
Hard to choose.
All three, and all three of them have their own vibe to them, to where they cater to a specific lane. I do believe Cardi's is my least. It's the one that I could least gravitate to, but it is at the same time the most hyped up and energetic in terms of, like, you know, maybe that club nigga or whatever. I think Ciara's, yeah. I mean, but I totally agree. You know,
Beyonce really, it's club. It's 100% club.
100%.
Oh yeah, all day club.
Mass Ave in Indianapolis all day. You know,
man, pretty much. And I was just like, man,
You're right,
man, that strip. Man, I couldn't dig the features on there like that. I think the best one was Cardi, so she repped on her own song. And I was thinking the same thing Iceberg stated about that Inspector Deck. You know, the Black Spider-Man vibe. You know, with all that.
But you can also tell somebody wrote them bars, because you know good and well she don't know nothing about no G Superfly.
Yeah, she don't.
Like
she
that
don't,
off top, like somebody straight.
Did say that
her
Jimmy Fly Snooker.
Like,
hey, but she
wasn't even around
she
when
flowed
Jimmy
that ghost
Superfly
written,
Snooker was doing it. She wasn't even alive, bro. When
Hey,
Jimmy Superfly
she
Snooker
probably still don't know what a
FSB
Jimmy Fly is. She don't know what a Jimmy Fly
but
is.
I feel Power 500 though. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I'm saying, Pat.
That's
why I said.
Yeah, she was right on the
Crystal Waters swag. Like,
I do think
Crystal Waters swag was going.
Yeah,
right. That Ciara joint, that jump is, of the three, it is probably the more well-rounded of the, you know, of these three, you know, with that popish sound, and
it just serves that purpose.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's a TikTok.
I did see that.
It's like what LB said, man. It's a TikTok situation.
I give it up for his, you know, for his visuals and his creativity. I mean, they said she changed into like at least 14 different outfits for that video.
Nothing else to do.
Okay.
Right. So, I mean, there you have that. And yeah, because she ain't doing Russell. But there you have that.
LB, go on and give it to him.
Throw it down there. Stop
Go on and give it. Stop, cuz.
Hey,
hold on, you B.
Went in on it.
Saying she's out here twerking like she still got a little something for her future. But I'm just saying.
All we know,
maybe
Russell
that's what
Wilson is the
Russell asked
bedroom
for.
bully.
Hey, don't
ask for it. He might be like,
Come on, girl.
You good to
Take
get
these
up there
penny
and twerk.
loafers and get you.
He might be like, if you don't get up there and twerk, girl, you know I'm gonna beat that
Penny
ass.
loafers on?
Oh man,
Russell
we already
may
know
be
that.
aggressive at home. He might be like, look, I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't get up there and twerk.
Put on his helmet.
Oh man,
Bedroom bully, man.
Not a beta like him unless he's going to defend her honor like Will Smith did or something like that. So
Stop it.
Hey.
What's the next topic?
You are killing him, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why are you killing him?
I'm sorry. Too sensitive for certain folks out there. All I'm gonna say, On to Beyonce.
Debo Trump. Just over there.
Trump.
Hey,
Debo bad.
She's the one that's supposed to be saved, and she's the one that's married, and you got a wife out here twerking.
Power 500.
But I'm the savage one. Oh, okay.
Does the Bible say no twerking? I haven't read that verse.
Hey man,
hey, this thing, the Dirk verse. What 500 was saying, the Dirk verse.
I like Dirk's verse the best on there.
Okay.
I would definitely say that.
Mm-hmm.
Cardi just sounds like somebody
Kanye was a
wrote
little
that.
different or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that record, as far as bars, are decent, but it goes back to what J Camp said.
It sounds like Offset or somebody like that wrote.
Yeah. You know, Offset was in there with his.
Actually, Kanye may have wrote it. Kanye might have wrote it with that Jimmy Superfly Snooker.
It could have been Saha joint.
Saha might have wrote the whole thing.
LB, go ahead, send us home on this one, man. What was your thoughts, man? Like I said, you know.
Nothing. Hey, it was summed up, man. You know what?
Summed up in what way, L? Whose side are you taking?
Debo P summed it up. Everybody.
He summed it up well. Listen, man. Obviously, none of these joints is for Fresh Out. You know what I'm saying? I would say, probably the closest one is maybe the Beyonce joint. But you know, my perspective is I do think that what we're seeing is
Plus, Beyonce was singing on her too. I ain't gonna lie.
You can't take my quit your job.
And that was niche specific too, toward the dance hall, you know, her specific, you know, her Bayhive and such. So I just want to throw
pull a Deborah Cox.
Don't come over here with nothing crazy like we repping
because you know how Deborah Cox is making that type of music now too.
But I think that a lot of this stuff, though, to me, when I listen to it, it sounds like data-driven music or like music by committee. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
that's even more of a boily right there.
It really is, though.
You eat them on that one.
But it really is, though.
Data-driven.
Because like if you listen,
you gotta do a house song now.
Yeah, no, for real, man. I do think honestly, a lot of these music people have access to much more data than they ever had.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially with the Spotify's and the YouTube musics and all of that stuff. And I do think that there's a guy that's sitting in the corner of the room with a spreadsheet, and he's like, well, people are talking about their jobs, they're talking about the inflation, and house music has been going crazy in Korea, and so they just take all of them and throw them in a little pot and swirl it up and just kind of throw the joints out here, man. So none of this is inspiring to me, which is why that I enjoy the music that I enjoy, is because you can tell when somebody literally like dedicated a bit of themselves and put a little heart into what was happening.
I love the fact that we do have some diversity with music right now. You know, you got your you know, your drill, you got the hip hop moving, you got the house coming back, you know.
That's the only good thing about it.
Yeah. I think we got to well round out a little bit more, right? Like maybe in another 2 or 3 years, after people have had some time to sort of like sit with these things and kind of develop them out a little bit more, maybe we'll be in a good prime spot. Kind of like, you know, back in the 90s, it was all kind of different sounds. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, that was the whole point of being an artist. You wanted to come out with something different.
Yeah. So you know,
it wasn't
like
data
your own
driven.
style. In your
it
own
wasn't data driven.
I'm with you though, L. It do sound like the NBA
music,
plus minus.
Data driven, jumping that proverbial
plus
shark.
Minus.
Data driven to jump the shark.
Yeah,
dude can
like,
play a minute in the game, and he ended up having the highest plus minus stat.
Yeah, oh, look at his plus minus, look at his per. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and
dude, he played
it's
30 seconds.
Yeah. And I do think that you're seeing some of that. And I think with the biggest artists, sometimes they're afraid to like not really, you know, use that information. And so they go after it. And, you know, for me, I'd rather have more fat boys, people rapping about eating at the buffet, or, you know, and then you got the far side talking about a teacher and a girl, you know what I'm saying? People was just in all types of different spectrums, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully we can start to get that. And maybe that's what the beginning of this is. But here at the beginning, we got a little bit more work to do on this beginning, man.